What is going on, guys? Mike here with Chit Chat Gaming. I hope you're all doing well. So today we're going to be just quickly discussing the new Nintendo Switch that is, of course, rumored to be out in 2024. Apparently, well, the second half of 2024, late 2024. I'm guessing around the holiday season. And of course, rumor has it that the official dev kits of the new Nintendo Switch is now currently in the hand of third-party developers. So again, we're going to be talking about that really quickly here. But as most of us know, the Nintendo Switch here released in March 3rd, 2017. Which since then, this has been one of my favorite consoles of all time. Now, the Switch has definitely grown since then. The library itself has grown. And, of course, we have new units like the Nintendo Switch OLED. Now, I'd always talk about, there's always been rumors of a Nintendo Switch Pro coming out, or Nintendo Switch 2, whatever you want to have it. Then, of course, we got the OLED, which basically just takes the console, the same console, it gives it a better screen, gives it the OLED screen versus the LED screen. It takes down the bezel as well too, so it makes the screen look like it's better with less bezel. And we have a better kickstand, we have a better battery life, and overall we have a better Nintendo Switch, which I 100% agree with. I personally really love the OLED. I love the look of the screen. I tried going back to my original one, and man, it's just night and day difference here. So I'm very happy with the OLED. So with that being said, though, those are what we currently have right now on the market, including the Nintendo Switch Lite as well too, which we're not really going to discuss right now because it's not really in the same market at the very moment. But as I mentioned, though, it does look like that we may be getting a Nintendo Switch 2 or a second version of Nintendo Switch here, or a new Nintendo Switch in the second half of 2024. As I mentioned, apparently it looks like that, these dev kits for the new Nintendo Switch has gone out to third-party developers. So they have it in hand and they're getting a chance to mess around with it so that way they can, of course, make their games to be able to run on, see how their games are going to be able to run on these new Nintendo Switch consoles. So the rumor has it, though, that this new Nintendo Switch console is still going to be a portable console, which makes sense. Nintendo Switch, that's what makes it a Switch, is the fact that it is a portable hybrid console, which is great as long as it's OLED, and that's where the next thing's going to come into play here. It appears that the rumor is that it's going to be an LED screen versus an OLED screen, and basically the reason why that is going to be is to basically cut cost, which I don't really understand. I guess they're making a new console, they'll make it more powerful. Of course, they're going to probably charge more, and making it non-OLED would probably make it a little bit cheaper. But give us OLED, man. We cannot go back from OLED to LED. There's just no way, especially if you play it in portable mode. If you play it in dock mode, it doesn't really matter. But if you're playing in portable mode, which most of us do, then yes, you're really going to want that OLED screen as well too. So I'm definitely surprised to hear that. Also, we're being told that it's going to still be a cartridge-based console, which is fine. So the cartridges will still be available here, of course. The next thing, of course, is backwards compatibility. There is no exact word on whether or not we're going to have backwards compatibility on this unit. I'm sure there would be. I don't think they would be able, I don't think they're really going to want to release a whole new console here and not be able to play your old games, especially if it's still a cartridge-based console. So I imagine it's still going to play the old games. Will it do anything better for it? I'm not too sure, but I definitely think we're going to have backwards compatibility. Now, supposedly these are going to be 32 gigabyte consoles as well too, which of course is what we normally have now with the OLED. That really surprises me, considering that most Xbox Series X and PS5 games and even PC games, whatever, are well over 100 gigabytes nowadays. So I mean, some are under, but most big games are well over 100 gigabytes nowadays. So we'll have to wait and see. That already tells me that Nintendo Switch, of course, is not going to be on par and be as powerful as something like a Series X or a PS5, which of course we know by now is probably just how it's going to be. I have not seen a Nintendo console be on par with another company, another console since the GameCube. I mean, you guys think the GameCube was pretty much on par with the PS2, but ever since then, though, so it feels like Nintendo's always been one step behind. But you gotta stop and honestly think about games like like Call of Duty and stuff like that, because it's already been rumored that Call of Duty is coming to Nintendo consoles here. I know we've seen the Wii U, of course, on the Wii. It was able to handle that just fine, but but Call of Duty games have since then, they've definitely gotten bigger. I mean, they've gotten a lot bigger here and so forth. They're more demanding. So you gotta stop and think. I mean, if you go to download a Call of Duty game on either Series X or PS5, especially games like Warzone, it is well over 100 gigabytes, maybe just slightly bit under. But regardless though, it's how is it going to work? Because the Switch does not handle games like Apex Legends very well. Fortnite, it's not too bad. But again, though you're playing a game like Call of Duty, you're going to want it to definitely look, you know, really, really good and so forth as well here. So you're going to want to be able to have it run, and the frame rate's got to be good. So that's just all I got to say about that anyways here. So I'm definitely excited for the new Nintendo Switch supposedly coming out in 2024. I'm interested to see how they go about doing this. I'm interested to see what the devs have to say about, or what the third-party developers have to say about these dev kits and everything as well here too. I'm definitely interested to see, you know, when we're going to get this, because you got to stop and think. We still have Super Mario Wonder coming out. Sometime we still have, you know, Metroid Prime 4 coming out supposedly. Is Metroid Prime 4 going to be on the new Nintendo Switch, or is it going to be on the current Nintendo Switch? Super Mario Wonder, like I said, is coming out. We have a remake of the Luigi's Mansion as well too. There's still games left to come out for Nintendo Switch. Now the big question, of course, is going to be, are they going to continue making other games? Games like Twilight Princess remake, that's been rumored for quite some time. You know, are we going to get that as well too? A Metroid Prime trilogy or something? Yes, they can easily port those over, but again, though, are we going to get those in this lifespan of the current Nintendo Switch, or is that something that's going to wait until this 2024, the second half 2024, until the new Nintendo Switch comes out? So that's kind of what I'm wondering here, exactly what we're going to get and when we're going to get it. So make sure you guys sound off down below here. Let me know what you guys think of this whole Nintendo Switch 2, this new version of Nintendo Switch coming out here in 2024. Where do you think their games are going to land? You know, what do you think it's going to be on par with the Xbox Series X and the PS5? And what else can they possibly do besides make it a little bit more powerful? I mean, what else can they possibly do here? That's what we've always been asking for, is kind of to be more on par with the current day's system. But again, though, the Nintendo Switch does just fine without having to be exactly on par with the other consoles. So like I mentioned, make sure you guys comment down below. Make sure you guys like this video if you choose to. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on that bell notification, because that is all things that is Chit Chat Gaming. And as always, guys, happy gaming.